One, two, three, four, five. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. My guest, Brendan, he also has a
Hello.
podcast as well. How you doing, Brendan?
Oh, good.
That's good. Same here, man. This is my
Um,
first time doing a podcast, so we'll see how it goes.
yeah,
You've done this before. I mean, you're gonna say a few things about it, like your experience with the StreamYard and the podcast and all that.
it's better than a normal thing you could do on your OBS.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, you can do many different functions. You can control the microphone. You can share, invite. You can also become part of professional plan, and you can also use a camera if you want.
Change
You
your
can change,
avatar.
yeah, change the avatar and many other things. And this is my first day, so I'm kind of like a newbie. I'm a noob. I'm the StreamYard noob. So I'm kind of learning. I'm using a new microphone. It's the one by Elgato, and it's a bit plasticky, but for $100, I mean, definitely a good quality. And you can take it with you. It's not too heavy. You can put it in a bag, plug it into your laptop. So I think you should take the advantage of it and get it for like $100.
Yeah,
Normally,
I'm
it's
gonna
about
get it today.
150. Yeah, definitely. I think you have plenty of time. They're open till 9 or something like that. Or you can just order online. Whichever works for you. So we'll talk today about like anything and everything. The only thing we will not answer is the personal questions. Like, don't ask us any personal questions because I feel that's no one's business, to know about our personal life, like what we do, sexual preferences, who we date, and this, and that. It's really nobody's business. So avoid the personal questions, guys. Just kind of letting you know in advance. But you can ask us. We can talk about anything as long as it's not too much of a touchy subject, you know, that will get us in trouble, and et cetera, et cetera. But I would like to keep this podcast going mainly for like video games, cloud gaming, next generation graphics, Unreal Engine, stuff like that. The future of the consoles versus the PC and the cloud gaming, and we can talk about some other stuff too, as long as they're not too of a touchy subject, if you know what I mean. Uh,
Yeah,
not that I don't want to talk about it, but you got to remember I'm on two platforms here, StreamYard and Google, and stuff that we talk about, they'll definitely look at it and they'll say, "Ooh, wait a minute, that's a little bit too touchy." Uh, if I had my own website and my own server, what's a different story? You know what I mean? Then I can pretty much say whatever I want to say. But we're on their platforms, and Brandon will tell you what happened if you want to talk about it. What happened to you in the Xbox, right? If you want to tell that story a little bit, just briefly about the Xbox and how you got banned, if
I
it's up to
yelled
you.
at people and I was cursing at people and they write me up. And it looks like somebody else did it too because it's not just one person. It looks like a lot of people wrote me up.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things about like being on these services like Xbox and PlayStation. Uh, Anybody who follows you, as a matter of fact, they can report you, they can ban you, and the way it works, from what I understand, is uh, Microsoft obviously has a bots, programmed bots 24/7, 365 days a year. And if it's being flagged more than once, like 5 or 10 times, then the bot automatically, put you in the review, like almost like in a limbo for the review. And then you have to wait for the human to review it. And that could take sometimes 4 to 5 days. And then they send you the automated message, you're banned till this time. Or they won't even look at it. They would just, because they're so busy, there's so many people on the Xbox Live, they'll just let it there, and you'll have to wait your period, which is what, 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's always best to yeah, be careful what you say. Like that's why I don't like playing Call of Duty. That's why I mute the voice chat on Call of Duty, because something's, they're gonna trigger you. They're gonna say something to you, and then obviously you're gonna have to say something back, and especially me, because I can't control myself. Sometimes I'll just say something, and so it's best not to you know talk trash on the Xbox Live, and even Sony though. Jaffe got canned, but not because he said something on a Sony PlayStation, but because he said something on a YouTube towards the Ratchet and Clank, and he said something about the character and sexuality of the character, right? And then he got banned. What was it, like a couple of weeks too, or more than that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the? Let me ask you something, Brendan. What are your thoughts about Stadia? I have been out of Stadia, to be honest with you. I have been out of Stadia for about, oh
Yeah.
gee whiz, I I think 8 months now. I only spent 2020, from 2019 to 2020. 2021, I just kind of altogether uh, kind of let go of it. I might have spent maybe till March 2021, but after March, I think I just kind of gave up. Once what's her name left the
Jane
stage,
Raymond.
yeah. Once she left, that's it. I said, okay, man, I'm done with this. And once they stopped the production of all the first party studio Stadia games that they were making, once they kind of canned that, then I knew that this is it. It's over. And I still have the account. I'm still there. It's kind of frozen, just sits there, But I haven't really gone onto it much. So you want to tell me like what's new, what's going on? Like if you want to just briefly kind of tell me what's going on in Stadia.
They're working up to um I think they're gonna do next gen next week, next month. Not next month, next year, I hope. Because
Oh,
Sniper Elite 5 is not on there. Some games are not on there. Uh, I don't know what they're doing. Like the future is up in the air right now.
so let me get this right. So basically, they're thinking about doing a next generation update with their hardware
Yeah,
and the graphics, right?
yeah,
So this includes ray tracing,
yeah.
better graphics, better performance,
120 hertz.
yeah, and possibly the ability of using Unreal Engine 5, right?
Yeah,
Okay, well, that's actually pretty good news. It's not bad, but I'll believe it when I see it.
that'll
Look at,
be
yeah,
that'll be the first cloud gaming.
yeah, look at Shadow and how many promises they made, right? They were talking about pre-order the what was it?
Infinity,
Yeah, getting the, was it 2080 or something? What was it that they were like
the Titan,
Titan, yeah, Titan X or something.
3000.
Yeah,
Yeah, it costs $3,000.
yeah. And what happened to that? They're still on the 1080.
Uh,
What's
I
up,
had
John Shaw?
I had I had the Infinity.
And then they canned it right
Yeah,
after that.
but playing on some games on it was good. Uh, even Flight Simulator worked on it
Uh-huh.
for a little bit, and then because of my computer and my Wi-Fi is so bad, it
I see.
shut down. Hold on.
Hey, John Shaw. Happy holidays to you, man. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the stream, man. How are you? How you doing? Yeah, so Brendan has to go pick up a mail, something. He'll be right back. Um, yeah, this is my very first time doing this. It's like a first time experience doing the this whole thing podcast. My
I'm back. I was just helping my niece.
oh, that's okay. That's okay. But you're gonna have to go pick up the mail like in about half an hour or something, right?
Yeah.
Which will be like 5 minutes. Um,
Actually, like 30 minutes. Yeah, you said 30 minutes.
yeah, 30 minutes from now, something like that. It's almost like 12 noon. Um, so yeah, we were talking about Stadia, and here's the thing: my very first experience with Stadia wasn't bad. In the beginning, I was impressed with the technology that they had. Now, the one thing I didn't like about them was the way they executed that service in the beginning. It was a lot of stuff were missing, stuff that they promised wasn't there. And the share. What was it? There was no voice chat. There was no party chat. You couldn't even message somebody. What else was missing? There was that what you call a public share. No, not a public share. What you call that? Um, where people
Um,
can play your game on the YouTube. I forgot what it was called. Anyway, bunch of features were missing uh, on there, and I didn't like the fact that they didn't have those features there. So that was like a big turnoff. But the one thing I did like about Stadia, you know, I know the service, you have to pay for it, plus you have to buy the games. That was a turn off, obviously. That was the turn off big time. But the one thing I did appreciate, and even Review Tech USA said about this, he said that he appreciated was the technology that it works. And I think Stadia gave us a little glimpse of, hey, 4K HDR, hey, that we can live stream games in 4K HDR with a high bit rate and a low latency with this little Chromecast device and a controller that's connected to the Wi-Fi on the server. To me, that was a hint that, hey, you know, this is possible. This can be done in 2019, and that got me excited for another 10 years to what's going to be possible in 2030, 2031. And I still stand by that statement. uh, I don't know what's going to happen to Stadia in terms of a service, but one thing I know for sure, what Google have showed us is that cloud gaming technology works, and 10 years from now it will become stellar, and it's going to be even better. It's just going to take time to evolve, and you can see that Sony already invested into cloud gaming. Microsoft has invested into cloud gaming. Amazon has invested into a cloud gaming, and you know that it's going to happen. You know that it's coming. But what does this mean for our consoles? I don't know. That's a good question. What does
well,
this mean for a console? Because if you look at the console state right now and how hard it is to buy a console with all the resellers, these scalpers, resellers, and they're buying and reselling these consoles for triple amount of money, that makes you wonder, um, why even bother make these consoles when you can just build a headquarters, built these servers. That's what I mean by HQ headquarters. These servers around the country and around the world where it's allowed to be built, where you can get a license to build it, and then you can just broadcast like that, and you don't have to worry about, can you handle this? Can you handle the Unreal Engine 5, Unreal Engine 6, or whatever, Decima Engine 2, what have you? You'll be able to handle whatever, because they can always upgrade these machines and you'll never have to worry about it. Um, I think honestly, that's where it's going, 2030, or maybe even earlier. When you look at today's generation, I'm talking about not us old geezers who are in our 40s. We're dinosaurs. And I accept that fact that we are dinosaurs. I get that. I'm talking about this current generation. And this current generation, they're all about the phones. Everything's click of a button. I want to watch my favorite movie. I want to watch whatever. Okay. I don't want to go to movie theater. I want to watch Bond. I want to watch Halloween Kills. I want to watch this, and that, Venom, right? Click of a button, whatever you want to watch it. Hell, you can even watch it on YouTube, right? So this is a generation of click of a button. I want everything in the click of a button. And that's where it's going, in my opinion. And you can see that the physical media is slowly dying. that you go to the Best Buy, you go to these places, you can barely find the damn movie selection. It's so short. Even video games, it's so short and narrow, and you can see how slowly it's dying off. It's like on a life support, right? Barely can even find the 4K Blu-ray players. So this shows me that this is where it's headed. This is where it's going. This is where this wave is going, and it's going toward the cloud. Now, which service gonna be on top of it? Um, I don't know which one's gonna be the best, but one thing for sure, technology will be utilized. That's 100%. Look at Netflix. Here's a good example, and I'll let you talk, Brendan. When you look at Netflix in 2008 or 2009, when it first came out on the Xbox, right? Uh, Everybody was like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. Why would I want to watch a movie online when I can just go to the Blockbuster, rent the movie, go to the Hollywood video store, rent the movie? So why would I bother going uh, somewhere else?" You know, and look at it now. People who were laughing about that, they're not laughing about it now. Now they have access to all the movies and everything in Dolby Vision, HDR, all of that. So look at it from that
Hmm.
perspective. And to me, that shows you that same thing will happen with cloud gaming. Right now, people are laughing about it because not that many people are using it. But 10 years from now, they're not going to be laughing about it because it's going to become a standard. It's going to evolve, and the hardware consoles will become a thing of a past, honestly. So, yeah, go ahead, Brendan.
Yeah. I was taking somebody out.
No, I got him. I got him.
I think Luna is spending $500 million for developers to make their games on there,
Hmm.
and Stadia is only 100 million plus.
How much?
100 million.
100 million? Well, you mean like that's how much they have invested? You mean that's how many people they have, or how much
No,
they have invested?
that's how much they can give you to build a game for them.
100 million.
Then
Well, that's
five
not a
hundred
bad
million
price.
for Luna.
Well, that's not a bad. That's pretty good money to be invested into building a game, and you can do a lot with that kind of money.
And
That's
like
like
Game Pass is Stadia is going to do the Stadia Pro games.
uh-huh.
If somebody algorithm is using their games, that developer gets paid.
I see. I see.
That's the future they're doing. I don't
I
know
got
what's
you.
going to happen, man, because PlayStation's doing the Game Pass, and uh, I don't have no idea what that is going to be, and that's driving me nuts.
I tried the Game Pass, but one of the things about the Game Pass is, I'll be honest, is the quality is not that good. Like, yes, you can play Forza Horizon 5, but I look at the quality. It's like 720p. It's good for a phone. It's good for a tablet, but man, if I'm at home, like, dude, I'm gonna turn on my console and I'm gonna play Forza Horizon Dolby Vision and then, top-notch detail. So, I know it's part of the Game Pass. It's included. It's there. It's nice to have that option, but let's be honest. Stadia has a better quality, man. They have the best quality, uh, when it comes to 4K and HDR, when it comes to their games. That's the one thing they got going for them, is that quality. But you got to use a Chromecast Ultra, obviously. And they
Well,
have
good.
that.
It's in LG. Your LG. I
Yeah.
think your LG. You have Stadia now on it
Yeah.
built
Yeah.
in.
Dude, they also send me another. I didn't even ask for it, bro. They send me another Chromecast Ultra. Dude, I got like four. I got the one from the Far Cry 6. I got the one from Cyberpunk. And I got another. I don't know. They sent me another one. Dude, like, it's ridiculous. I don't know. They keep sending it to me. Like, I don't
Because
know.
you're famous. They want you to be on it, back on it, because they miss you.
I think that's what it is. that's what it is, man. And they want me to kind of like come back. Dude, I've been getting so many messages from Stadia. Come back, Mr. 4K. We need you. You need to come back. I was like,
If you come back, then it's
I'll make
it's
Sonny happy. I know for sure. I'll make him happy. I just dropped some names, but that's okay. I mean, I have nothing against the guy. I
I
like
know,
the guy.
Sonny.
I like Sonny. He minds his own business. He's about cloud, anything cloud related. And he does a great job with that. He puts a lot of hard work into it. I like Sonny. He does a great job. Big props to Johnny. I mean, to Sonny. I'm sorry, because you can tell he puts a lot of effort into those videos, editing them, putting them together. So the guys is really putting a lot of effort and hard work into that, and I appreciate when people do that. You know, so definitely, I I I like him. I like him a lot. It's just I've been out of the loop with cloud gaming. I haven't really got a chance to dive back into it because I was busy with the next generation consoles. With the whole stock X, getting these consoles, getting the Series X, Series S, PlayStation 5, Blu-ray digital version,
Yeah,
testing that,
there's a
so it all took a lot of time and effort for me to see what the difference is. Um,
there's a group out there that doesn't cover Stadia anymore, and I can't say the name on your channel because they come after you. I don't want that. They're,
uh,
they're making people pay $49 on their channel or
uh,
99 cents. They're making people pay $50. You only get a hat and that's it. And you
no
talk to them.
kidding. No kidding, huh?
Yeah,
Um,
it's bad.
yeah, well, there's always going to be that, man. There's nothing you can do about that. There's always going to be some, individuals out there to do that kind of stuff. But switching gears to the consoles and the next generation,
Yeah.
Unreal Engine 5, uh, that really got me excited, man. Big time. Got me excited about the what's going to be possible. Uh,
Oh
and
God.
no, he's cool, man. Black Coat is cool, man. He's
No, I
cool.
meant what he said. I just took that person's back again.
No, no, that's no, that's just a troll. Just a troll. Don't worry about it. Nayat's cool, man. He's cool. He was just wondering who is Mrs. Forkowski. Yeah, she's my ex-wife. Yeah. Yeah. She's haunting me. I'll come get you, Mr. 4K. What can I tell you, man? I got a lot of fans, I got a lot of exes out there. What can I say? I'm a handsome bastard, you know. I'm like Richard Gere on steroids. You know.
Oh,
Just my voice alone is gonna get them all juicy and wet. But anywho, so yeah, switching gears to next generation Unreal Engine 5. I got to tell you, I was super. You've seen my expression, and you
yeah.
guys seen how I mean, everybody, not just me. When Richard from Digital Foundry jaws were dropped, this is something unreal. Like Carrie Ann Moss says, she says maybe it's unreal, more so unreal, and it is unreal when you look at it. Like the fact that these consoles can handle this, and even when you are like going around the buildings, you can see inside the building and the reflection of the lights
Oh
inside the
yeah.
apartments, inside these suites, like in the Manhattan, when you're like, imagine using a drone and you're like flying around these buildings with a drone, like you can see everything like in real life. The whole experience is just so surreal. And then you add Dolby Vision to it. Oh, in 4K, on OLED. I have yet to make that video. It's mind-boggling. So, what really got me excited and it gave me a hope that I don't feel like these two consoles that I have, Series X and PS5, are not useless. Now I know that they're not useless because now I know that they're capable of handling the next generation graphics. And that got me really excited. And I really can't wait. the very first game, it's going to be from Xbox. Sorry, Sony fans, it's going to be the Xbox, and that's going to be the very first game that's going to utilize the Unreal Engine 5, and that's Hellblade 2, right? Hellblade 2, Senua's, that's her name, Senua, Hellblade 2. Uh, I saw that gameplay. I thought it was a CGI trailer, and then someone told me, "No, dude, that was the gameplay." I was like, "Are you kidding?" I was like, "No, that's Unreal Engine 5," and I'm like, "Holy crap, dude, that looks amazing, amazing." So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
man,
good. That have you saw the gameplay of that? That game looks
I was
really
blown
good.
away, dude. Uh, someone someone texted me from YouTube and told me that, "Hey, dude, that's not a CGI. That's not a pre-rendered CGI trailer. That was actually a gameplay. You know, this big giant crawling around and trying to smash everybody, and they're trying to get him. This cyclope or whatever this thing was by the ocean in this little cave hideout in the ocean, next to the ocean. I'm sorry, on the beach, and Viking, one of the Viking islands or whatever. So I thought this was a CGI pre-rendered movie, and then guy says, "No, dude, this is actually real deal. This is Unreal Engine 5 gameplay footage." I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah. So it's gonna look promising, and can't wait to play that. Now, I'm sure Decima Engine will look great with the Forbidden West, and I'm pretty sure that Guerrilla Games will squeeze as much power as possible from Decima Engine. But let's be honest, in contrast to Unreal Engine 5, Decima Engine really, it's still good, but can't even hold a glass of water to the Unreal Engine 5. What we have seen so far, it's like this is photorealism at its finest, man. And it's only going to get better, you know, as developers learn more how to use Unreal Engine 5 and how to utilize it better with the consoles and even the PCs, different GPUs to take the full advantage. Once they learn how to take the full advantage of 3080 and 3090, oh my goodness, man. Holy crap. So I think this will only get more and more exciting from this point on into the future. What do you think, Brendan?
I think Unreal Engine 5 is going to make Grand Theft Auto 6, the new Call of Duty, better. Oh my god, if they screw that up. Oh. And then
Yeah,
we're going
yeah,
to
go ahead.
see Elder Scrolls 6 going to have it. We're going to see um Starfield probably is not going to have it, probably not. Probably a new update, and they're going to have it in there. And probably they're going to be adding these games, and you're going to see the damage on a car. You're going to see the lighting in. You're going to see the people, be awesome on there, and you're going to see water, not CGI, and it's going to look good.
Yeah, all of that, man, is going to look freaking amazing. And I honestly can't wait to see what they're going to do, man. I think photorealism, it's here, man. 2022, uh, it's going to be the realism at its best, you know. So I really can't wait, man. Hold on, let me do something here really quick.
There's a lot of things you could do on here. It's so much better.
Yeah. So Unreal Engine 5 really blew me away. And I can't wait to see what's next in the store. Uh, I would like to see the Matrix game. I mean, if they are not excited about making a full Matrix game after this, and I'm pretty sure there will be another Matrix movie because this one will be definitely breaking all the kind of records. I can already see it. People are so excited for this movie. It's been a what
It
18
probably
years?
it probably
18 years.
won't break
Yeah.
records because it's going to IMAX too.
Yeah, it's gonna break all kinds of records, man. And then HBO Max combined.
Oh yeah,
So they're gonna make shitload of money. And then when they release it digitally in March, you know, it's gonna make
I'm
it
buying
maybe,
it.
yeah. So and I'm pretty sure there will be extended edition of that, and then they'll work on another Matrix, I'm pretty sure.
I
Uh,
hope it's in Florida, man. I want something like or New York or
well, it's set in a fictional world. That's the thing about Matrix. They never tell you which city it is because they can do that. The cities would never approve that. That's why they use the fictional places. But it doesn't really matter where it's set because it is a Matrix. It's a fake world. It's not a world that we think of. That's the whole thing about the Matrix. The blue pill, red pill. You want to stay ignorant and take the blue pill and be on your way and enjoy the bliss of ignorance, or you can take the red pill and find out just how bad it is, how fake it is, right? So it doesn't really matter where they film it. I think they usually film it like various different places. Like the last few movies were in Australia, Sydney. Uh, this time they went to San Francisco. I think it was San Francisco, possibly New York, and some other places. You
yeah.
got to remember, COVID-19 kind of like put the brakes on certain places they can go. But the great thing about Matrix is CGI, green screen. Matrix has always been about that, advancing the next level of computer animated explosions and special effects. And we'll see plenty of that. We'll see some stuff that's going to be composite shots. And these composite shots look so real that it tricks your eye when it's being used with the different filters and shaky cameras and whatnot. You almost forget that this was really composite shot. You know what the composite is? Something that's filmed in a real location with the explosions and building falling down and stuff falling down and exploding. And then you take that to the green screen and you composite that shot. And then it looks like it really happened there. And you think that Keanu was there, but he really wasn't there. He was in the studio with the wires attached to him. He was flying and whatnot. So I love that. Steven Spielberg did that with a couple of movies. Uh,
Yeah.
he did it with a Saving Private Ryan, only where it was needed. He used the composite shots because he didn't want the actors to, God forbid, get blown off by the explosion, because they were using the real explosives. So they used a little bit of composite shots, but it was mainly editing tricks, because technology back in 1997 wasn't that developed, but he did use it slightly, not too much, but just slightly where it was needed. And it was the tricks of editing really helped. He used a lot of dummies where was filmed at the very high speed motion shaking camera with a shaking lens. They were timed. Basically, what the shaker lens are, they're timed shaker lens, and there's a timer attached to these weapons. So every time there would be like a over the shoulder camera filming a soldier shooting a weapon, that shaker camera would be attached to the timer of that trigger, so the trigger would be accurate when the recoil happens on the gun. So that's why it looks so accurate. Like when you're like, holy shit, why is the recoil so accurate on this weapon when they're shooting it? Why is the explosion so accurate with the vibration of the shaker lens? So he used the shaker lens, and he also used a little bit of a composite shots, just like he did on the War of the Worlds. But that movie was all done in real. Let's be honest. There was barely any green screen, only where it was needed. Like I said, composite shots here and there. It was too dangerous of a stunt, Even though it's a controlled demolition, but it's still dangerous. It can still kill you. You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
last thing you want, because that movie was a lot of explosions, a lot of guns, and dude, it's a damn miracle that nobody got hurt in Saving Private Ryan. It's a damn miracle, to be
They're
honest.
using real guns in there too.
Yeah, dude. So this was something Edward Burns talked about this, dude. This I heard this from Edward Burns. Edward Burns, he played a private in that movie. He's also a film director himself, and he talked about the experience after the boot camp and all that when they were filming that movie in United Kingdom. And he said, it's all done for real. Everything was for real, but there were some composite shots because it was a trickery of editing really fast and then putting it together. because you can't be too close to an explosion. Only Jeremy Davis was very close to the explosion, like 3.5 was a 4.5 feet away. Was he? No, was it? Let me see. Uh, no, actually, it was about. Let me actually look it up. It was about 4.5 yards. 4.5 yards.
Oh,
4.5 yards from the explosion of the that tower or that building that was there, and then you can see the debris and the explosion, the smoke covering him as he's ducking down. So he was like the only guy that was exposed to that, but he was facing forward the camera. And so that was, a little bit still dangerous because you don't know how badly the debris is going to hit him, and how well it's going to come through. But that was like the only scene that where an actor was really exposed to a very close explosion, 4.5 yards next to the building, and the entire building collapses, bro, because it's being shelled by a Tiger tank, and then poof, and you see the debris and the smoke covering him and everything. That was ballsy, though. Even for that actor Jeremy Davis, what he did, but he did
actually,
it, bro.
the
Yeah,
one um, that one scene of the church, and they're coming into town to save
yeah,
the Germany people. A
yeah. The
sniper
Nazis, yeah.
rifle.
Oh, that was the
That
S's. That was the S's unit. Yeah, with the Tiger tanks, they were coming through, and then the Tiger tank, you can see as it's coming, it's very loud and it's approaching and all that. That was a real Tiger tank. They used the real Tiger tank, the real Panzers, everything.
they would never
Uh,
do this again.
well, it was just, I think he can do it because he has the money to do it. He has the resources. Steven Spielberg has the ability to do that. Any other director would be tough, but for Spielberg, especially back then, he formed the DreamWorks with the other two guys.
Oh
DreamWorks
yeah,
Studios. They created the Gladiator, bunch of other movies. Man, DreamWorks was badass back then. Uh, but
Goonies has got one of his movies. Goonies is going to be on TV show Disney Plus.
oh yeah, that's right. But it's a I don't know how well it's gonna be.
It's from
It's
the
gonna be
movie,
like,
so it better be good.
I'm not a really huge fan of remakes, man. I'll be honest with you. Imagine trying to remake Godfather for this generation.
They're actually trying to do that.
Oh my God,
I saw that a couple days ago.
why?
They're money,
Why?
money.
It's so stupid. Um, it really makes no sense. Why would they want to go that route, man? Um,
I kicked myself in the ass watching that.
yeah.
The third one, I hated the third one.
Well, the third one, I don't know, man. I liked Andy Garcia in the third one though, and I thought it was kind of pretty cool that
I don't
you
know if
know,
I should spoil that movie.
well, the Godfather Part Three.
Yeah, that because people are gonna be like, "Oh, I love 2 and 1,"
Well,
and then
it's
I
an old
tell
movie,
them,
man, and if you haven't seen a Godfather Part Three, I mean, come on, guys, what are you waiting for? It's an old movie. It's about 30 something years old. Um,
"Yeah, thank you."
yeah, so there's nothing there to spoil because if you haven't seen it, then it's on you. It's on you, man. Uh,
That's old.
yeah, it's on you. But I liked it though. I liked the whole thing because you know that it has to end tragically. It's a treacherous life. The mobster life, it's a treacherous life. Look how many mobsters died because they kill each other, man. They order hits against each other. I mean, that's a very treacherous life. You're living in a society where your best friend walks you in and then you don't walk out. You get whacked. So it's a dangerous life. And I think the whole message that Francis Ford Coppola was trying to show at the end of the third Godfather
All
is
right,
that.
I'll be right back. I gotta
All
get
right, go ahead, Brendan.
the mail.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll mute myself here.
All right. Anyway, I'll continue with the Godfather Part Three. I think the whole thing with the Godfather Part Three and what Coppola was trying to show, case, is that yes, there's some benefit of living that life. Women, girls, family. money, um, lifestyle, flashy things, businesses, clubs, restaurants. You're living a high life, but it's a treacherous, short life where you're always looking over your shoulders. Did somebody order a hit on me? Is tomorrow my day? I have a meeting. Is this a real meeting or am I going to get whacked? So it's a treacherous life. It's a very I don't know how could you live that kind of a life, knowing that hey, dude, at any moment I could get whacked. So I think that's the whole point. Like the tragedy of the whole Cosa Nostra thing is that you're always going to have enemies, and you never know who's going to order the hit on you. And in a Godfather Part 3, he lost his daughter. There's so many things that happened in his life that it just turned upside down for the entire family. So it's the tragedy of that's what the Godfather is. It's nothing glamorous. A lot of people look at Godfather in these mobster movies and they like to glamorize it. There's nothing glamour about that life, man. It's a treacherous life. A lot of people died living that life. And I think that's the message, you know. But I enjoyed The Godfather Part 3. I thought it was a good ending. You know, I don't know what did people expect, to be honest, in The Godfather Part 3. What exactly did you think was going to happen? He's going to live another 50 years and come on, man. Part 3 needed to end the way it ended, and I thought it was good. I thought the trilogy was good. It's as best as it can be. Now, how do you compete with the first two movies? It's hard to compete with first two movies because they're so like top notch. But the third one was a good nail in the coffin. You know, rest in peace. Trilogy is done, and that's it. And but the message was strong, obviously, in that movie. There's nothing glamour about that life. You know. So Brandon went to pick up his mail. He'll be right back. You know. So what's up, Nayat, man? How you doing, Black Coder, man? What's happening? How's everything with you? So this is pretty much my first episode experiment, and I just want to see how it goes. It's my very first episode. See how people like it, what they think, and stuff like that. I'm still trying to get familiar with the StreamYard and how to use it properly and all that. So I'm still kind of working on that. Somebody was asking me yesterday, did I see the movie Spider-Man? No, unfortunately, I have not seen it yet. But I did see an interesting movie called Encounter that's on Amazon Prime. Um, it's an Amazon movie. It's an Amazon movie, and I don't know if I should spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. The movie, it's kind of misleading. And I understand why some people didn't like the movie because it's kind of misleading. It makes you think that it's a one thing, but then you find out it's totally the other thing. But it was still a good movie. It's still a good movie. But I think the film directors shouldn't do that. They shouldn't mislead. I think you should know what the movie is about, like the premises of the movie, like what's going on, um, synopsis of the movie. I enjoy the movie because the movie deals with the PTSD and deals with the bipolar, schizophrenia, and all of that. All kinds of stuff that soldiers have when they come back from 10 tours in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever, and they come back, and of course that has a big impact on them, especially if they're separated from their children. On top of that, and that really just kind of like that's what the movie really deals with. But you're thinking the movie deals about the aliens from another from another space, from another universe, but it's really not the aliens from another universe. It's psychological. It's like a psychological film. So if you guys haven't seen it, maybe you should go check it out. Let me know what you think. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's not a bad movie. It was acted well. It was filmed well. It's just misleading. It's maybe the problem, because people were expecting to see the aliens, but they got something totally different. They got psychological movie. So that's what I have seen. I saw that movie yesterday. I haven't got a chance to watch the Spider-Man. I want to see Halloween Kills extended version, extended edition, which is available right now. I definitely want to watch that. And I don't know how much more can they extend, because the movie, the theatrical version, was graphic as it is. I mean, it was really out there in terms of like bloodshed and just how graphic it was. But I also want to see like what the extended edition is going to do, and how's that going to transpire, and with the ending of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it, but I think it's mainly going to be the ending at the extended edition. I think it has to do with maybe a separate ending that was cut from the theatrical version that will set us up for Halloween Ends. So yeah, Halloween Kills is available right now for purchase, 4K UHD. You can check that out. You can purchase that, watch it tonight. I definitely intend to do that tonight. We got a bunch of movies out. We got No Time to Die available for purchase. Get that on digital. I have my opinions and feelings about No Time to Die. A lot of people say to me, why you personally dislike this last Bond movie? Well, for one obvious reason, and I don't want to spoil it if you don't know already. It has to do with the ending of the movie. And I also felt that they made him too weak. Like, he seems like this is not the same Bond that I remember from Casino Royale, right? This is not the same guy from Skyfall. Like, what happened here? Almost like he went soft, you know. Um, Not to the point. There's still action in the movie, and the action was filmed pretty good. Like in the forest scene, I'm not gonna, between the Italy and forest scene, especially the forest scene, was really done well, man. Kudos to this film director. But him being too soft, and then him not knowing what's going on all these years, him still weeping for Wesper, um, uh, and the ending. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems with that movie, to be honest.
What movie are you talking about?
No Time to Die. And I'm trying to avoid spoilers. There's a lot of problems with that movie. Like, and I was just talking about like how they made him soft, and they made him look dumb, like he didn't know what was going on with that girl for 5 years, right? He had no clue, right? And they were hiding all the, like, he's not gonna find out. He's a James Bond. You can't keep a secret from him. He's gonna find out. So it didn't make any sense. Like, it felt like they made him dumber, softer. They made him look like some, yeah, they made him look like some kind of a yayo idiot, honestly. And then, yeah, there's some cool action scenes, right, Brandon? The forest scene, the Italy
I
scene.
love that one. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
That was great. That was great. We don't want to spoil it too much because we want you guys to be surprised. But the way they made him, like the women are saving him, like that chick in Cuba saved his ass, and the other chick in Jamaica saved his. It just feels like women are saving his ass, and then he's still weeping for Wesper, and then he didn't know that he had a daughter, blah 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 blah. After 5 years, like they kept a secret from him. He didn't know. He didn't know about the nanobots, and then the ending. It's so blood pressure rising. Blood pressure rising big time. Guys, I know you're going to watch the movie regardless, but you're going to come to the same conclusion like I did. There's nothing wrong with the film the way it was filmed. The action was good. The music from Hans Zimmer was great. But the way they made him look as a character, that's not an Ian Fleming Bond. That's not a Bond that we remember. This is like a softie. And he kind of, at the end, even more softer. It just felt woke.
That makes me sad, that movie.
Woke. Look, guys, I'm not the one that, it's not just me. Everybody. Millions of people cannot be wrong about this, man. Everybody in UK, they hated the movie. Parts of Europe, they hated the movie. Here in North America, they're already starting to hate it. Yes, everybody went to see it, but because they didn't know what the hell was going to transpire throughout the movie. So that's why they paid for the ticket, because they had no clue what was going to transpire. And once they find out what transpired, it was already too late. They already made their money. But once the secret was out, they put it into on demand. On demand. Why do you think they put it on demand? Not because of a COVID-19. They put it on demand because the secret was out, what this movie is really about. And people didn't like it. You know, nobody really enjoyed it, man. Maybe, I don't know, a few softies here and there, whatever.
Sims.
Yeah, or the individuals who like are born in 2000 and, you know, they don't know much about the Bond, you know. They don't even know what the VCR is, let alone cassette player for music.
Yeah.
So, right. So they think, oh, it's cool. This is cool. This is very emotional. I like emotions. You know, these softies. And, but for me, for my old geezer ass, we don't like it. And I know you didn't like it, Brent.
No, I didn't like that. I liked the beginning, and then right in the middle, I was like, what's going on? And I got lost.
What do you think about that guy, Mr. Robot? I had a hard time understanding him, dude.
I liked him.
Really?
I actually liked him. I'm sorry, but I liked him.
You liked it? My only problem with him was I mean, I like him as a character, but he's just, I couldn't understand him. Like Joker, I could understand Joker. And you thought my jokes were bad. But
That's
this guy...
that's what he was mimicked of. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, but he did I don't think he did a good job, in my opinion. You know, he sounded like a drunken Dracula. Did you know?
I understand him.
I don't know. I didn't, man. Maybe I need to watch it again.
Gamefly, everybody.
Gamefly did it.
Gamefly has the movie, and it's in 4K. You go see it.
Yeah, he was just like mumbling, like, my Bond. And it's like, I don't know. He sounded like, is he Romanian? Was he Romanian? His name was Safin.
I think so.
Welcome to Romania, Mr. Bond. I don't know. It's just, I have to watch it again. You know, I mean, I like him. He did a great job in Freddie Mercury in The Queen.
Yeah, I liked him when he did Mr. Robot.
Yeah, Mr. Robot was freaking great.
They canceled that show. I hated that.
Oh, come on, USA Network. Kiss my mother farmer. Why are they canceling it? They even canceled the Castle. I used to watch Castle, man.
They canceled it because of the girl didn't want to do it anymore, I think.
Why? She didn't get paid?
Yep.
Oh, wokeness has arrived. Me too, wokeness. I want the money. I want more money. I'm a woman.
And the writers
I got my OnlyFans. I'm a woman. I want the money. The money. It's
the longest show has been, was it Criminal Minds? That's the oldest show.
I think Law and Order, man. That has to be the longest, right? Law and Order was like 20 years now.
No, and the original is coming back next year. The first Law and Order is coming back in season 21.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and they all got old, man. Ice-T's still doing it, right? I think that's the only TV show he can do.
Except his hot wife.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
it.
Yeah, but he's a gamer though. Ice-T's is a gamer big time though. I know he's
Yeah.
old. He's an old dude, you know, in his 50s. Well, he's in the 50s, I think so. He has to be. I'm in my 40s. He's got to be in the 50s, bro.
Yeah, he has to
Uh,
be older than that. He has to
yeah,
be
dude,
older than
he's in his
50s.
50s, bro. He's probably like born what, in, 1972 or something like that, or
And
1969.
they just made a new show of Lord and Order with the guy who left the show.
Mm-hmm.
He came back and they made another one. I watch it. It's just messed up.
Yeah, the problem with these TV shows is they have to appease to everybody.
That one didn't.
I think that the mistake is when you are trying to appease to everybody, you're gonna fail. You're not supposed to, as an artist. As an artist, you're not supposed to appease to everybody. You're supposed to show your passion, tell your story, tell people, give people your signature. Everyone has a signature. Everyone has a style. Use your own signature because it's your signature. Nobody can copy that. And if they do copy, they're going to fail. So use your signature, use your style, and share it with the world. That's what you're supposed to do as an artist. If you're somebody who's just trying to appease to a certain groups of people, then that movie's not going to do that well. That project's not going to do that well because you're trying so hard to appease. And people can sense, people can see when something's being forced. Look what happened to the Ghostbusters. Not this one, not the Afterlife, but the one before.
The
Look at
girls.
these. Yeah, look at the Batwoman. Look at that whole nonsense crap. When
I
you're
don't.
trying to appease, to a certain groups of people, this is what happens. Even those groups of people don't like it because it's being forced. And even they don't like it because they can sense when something's being forced and fake. And it's not being genuine. It has to be genuine. And that's why people are so tired of this whole wokeness thing, of these movies being woke and they go broke because they're not being genuine. As an artist, you need to make a movie that will be your signature and your style. And then if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. Share your signature, you know, see where it goes. And that's the whole thing. Picasso didn't give a shit like how you felt. He just started painting and he couldn't sell not for fucking for nothing. He couldn't sell his paintings back then, you know. And finally, after he died, piss poor, his painting became, you know, legendary and classic. Uh, but that's the whole idea: is you got to use your own signature. That's how it should be. You know, you shouldn't you shouldn't try to make everyone happy. That's not what it's about. It's not about making everybody happy. It's about you sharing your art and your signature. This is what you are. This is your signature. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter. But you should do your own art, you know. And I think that's the problem with today's movies and TV shows. That's why they're flopping so badly because they're trying to appease to everybody, and they're not being genuine, you know. All right, so Brendan's picking up the mail. He'll be right back.
No, I'm. There's noises.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, as long as they're, I mean, I don't want them, you know, their voices to be heard.
That's what I'm doing. And mute.
Yeah, yeah, because I had the same problem, you know, with that other. I cannot mention his name, but you know, it's you know, there's certain things, you know, you have to be careful because people don't like their voices to be heard, which I understand without their consent, you know, and I totally get that. Totally understand that.
I wish movies just took a risk. That's not ever gonna happen. But
I mean, I don't know, man. I hope Matrix Resurrection is not gonna go woke. I hope it's not gonna go soft. I hope there won't be any kind of message, blah blah blah. And this, I hope that they just stay in that fictional world of Matrix and just stay that course. I hope that they don't inject some you know political views and this and that. Because I don't know. The Wachowski brothers are not Wachowski brothers. They're females now. They have changed their sex. I don't know how their perception might be after 20 years, how they feel about today's world, and what they want to inject into um, this new movie. I have my doubts about it, to be honest with you. Uh, I hope it does well, but I have my doubts. This is a
Yeah, I
different.
didn't know that either.
Yeah. They changed their sex. Now it's a she, Lana Wachowski, one of the brothers. It's their sisters, one of the sisters, I guess. And that's okay. Look, man, it's your life. Whatever makes you happy. I have nothing against that. I tell people, whatever makes you happy, dude. It's your life. As long as you're not shoving it down my throat, and as long as you're not advertising in my face like a Jehovah Witness selling the Watchtower, I have no problem with what you do with your life, how you do it. Your sexuality is your sexuality. That's the whole idea of democracy. That's the whole idea of the free world, that you can do whatever makes you happy. Pursuit of happiness. That's what this country is about. Pursuit of happiness. And no one should be in your way telling you what you should and can't and will do and not do. That's the whole idea of democracy and pursuit of happiness. As long as you're not shoving it down my throat, as long as you're not telling my kids how they should live in the schools and what they should learn, blah 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 blah. That's what people don't like, when you start telling them this is how they should live and this is what they should do. But whatever you want to do with your life, do it. I mean, as long as you're not hurting me, as long as you're not shoving it down my throat. Uh, that's it. That's the way I feel, and that's how it should be, in my opinion. You know. So the movie is coming out what, December 22nd?
Yeah,
Is it what
next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm seeing Spider-Man Tuesday.
Oh, really? Where's Mamba, man? I want to ask him about that, about the Spider-Man, without any
Like
spoilers.
sooner or later, I have to get the boat off the dock.
Oh, really?
I got text
Oh, really? So when are you gonna do that?
soon.
Yeah, like an hour from now or something, or
Probably a couple minutes or
okay.
half an hour or something like that.
Let's see. Half an hour. We'll still got time. Is there anything else that we forgot to mention here? I don't know.
No, we got everything.
Uh,
On
yeah,
your
we talked
list.
about it. We talked about the cloud. We talked about Unreal Engine 5. We talked about the movies. I don't know if there anything else. As far as the televisions, like I said, the best thing to do is to wait right now. A lot of people are jumping on upgrading televisions every year, which is ridiculous. I see that all the time. I think what you guys are doing is ridiculous. Now, if you have money, money is not an issue. Hey, God bless you. Do what you want. Like I said, that's the whole thing about democracy and pursuit of happiness. Whatever makes you happy, do it. But I personally think that it's honestly a waste of money to upgrade your TV every year. You don't have to upgrade your TV every year. How much drastically of a difference will you see? There's not going to be a drastic difference. It's small little gimmicks here and there, but everything else is the same. You should wait 7 to 8 years till you upgrade, because after 7, 8 years, then the new technology steps in, right? You get micro LEDs, much brighter, uh, much faster processors, possibly 3D Dolby Cinema without the glasses, with the IMAX enhanced that's going to be popping up with the 8K resolution, right? So the best thing to do is to wait. You should always wait. You shouldn't jump and purchase the TV right away. And I see a lot of people do that. Just because a guy who is sponsored and who gets the TVs for free every other 15 days, it's telling you should get it. Of course, he's going to tell you to buy it because that's what he does for living. That's how he makes his money on YouTube. He or she or whoever, right? And they're going
Yeah.
to tell you go buy it. But you, as a consumer, should be smart enough to understand, hey, it's my money. It's not easy making this money. It's tough economy right now. Uh, Maybe I shouldn't be a dummy and listen to some sponsored YouTuber telling me I should buy it. Unless you don't have any good TV, unless you got like a 1080p TV, then yeah, by all means, upgrade. You should upgrade to a 4K OLED for sure. Get a C1, no questions asked. You're gonna be blown away. But if you already got the C10, you're good, man. Even if you got a C9, you're good. Till something greater comes out, in my honest opinion. Save your money, because upgrading televisions every year, it's really it's not a smart move. It's really not a smart move. And you're also sending the wrong message. You're letting these companies know that we're okay with that. They're not cell phones. Televisions are televisions. They're not cell phones. Upgrade every year. What is this? It's a wrong way to go about that, guys. It's a terrible disease to have, to be upgrading TV every single year because the guy with the microphone at CES Vegas from Digital Trends tells you, oh, you should go ahead and get this. No, you shouldn't. Nothing wrong with what you have. Keep your TV. Wait till the breakthrough of new technology. Everybody understands what the breakthrough means, the word. Cutting edge new technology. Once the new cutting edge technology comes out, then you upgrade. Then you got a reason now to upgrade and sell that old TV and make space for the new cutting edge technology,
I'm getting a C10 soon.
Yeah. So that's my whole opinion about televisions, people, and the thing is, even though I talk about this, even though I mentioned it yesterday, people still bug me about this and they still ask me, and that's why I don't reply. I was like, all right, either you being a troll or you just a dummy, or maybe both. Even if you have the money, I think it's ridiculous to waste your money, dude.
Just thousands of dollars.
More than that, 3,000, 2,000. These newer models are like new adoptions are like, to adopt to a new model, you're looking at $3,000. Like you want a 60-inch, 65-inch, easily $3,000 just to start. Like 3K each year. Yeah, 3,000 every year, bro. I don't care if you're making 80 grand a year or 120 grand a year. Still, that's a waste of money, dude. You can put your kids through schools, colleges, and shit like that by saving those $3,000 every year, putting it aside. It's really not a smart move, man. It's really, you're like a slave to these companies. You are like a slave to these corporations like Samsung, Sony, LG, and they love that. They enjoy that. They enjoy that crap, and they're using the YouTubers to rub it in to make you buy it, while the other guy's getting profits from it, getting he's just doing it to tell you to buy it. Put in my code, go to their website, and then you'll get whatever 10% off or whatever the hell, and that's what they do. But if you ask them personally, would they update? Would they upgrade? No, they tell you no. They're not going to waste their damn money, but they want you to use your money that you don't have to buy these televisions, which is ridiculous,
Okay.
So that's the way I feel about that, I think I dropped this microphone. It's intact, by the way, but I could have easily dropped it. Yeah, pretty much.
I think
so.
there's a limit of your freedom of your hours you can stream.
Yeah, I think like about 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So we've been streaming now for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's a good experiment. We talked about certain things. We talked about the what was it? Uh,
A lot of things.
Unreal Engine 5, cloud
The
gaming,
cloud gaming, your 4K TVs,
movies.
movies that are ruining us.
Yeah, and we talk about the Unreal Engine 5 consoles and
Yeah,
all that.
I need one. I want to be a developer.
Yeah, Unreal Engine 5. So we talked about that.
You
And like
know,
I
the
said,
same thing I did. I did the same thing with you in college.
yeah.
The study of videos, those things you did.
Yeah, video production, man. When I did it back then in 97, it was a different technology. Everything was VCR cassette, those big giant camcorders that weigh 75 pounds are freaking huge. Everything was different back then, dude. The whole process of editing, rewinding, it was very difficult to do, man. It took a long hours to edit, to fast forward the tape, to clean the tape, to get everything right, to adjust the head of the tape. It was a long process, man. Long process of putting everything together. And it was much more difficult to do it back then. Today, with the digital and high def and all of this fast processing, it's much easier to do that. It's much easier to put things together and edit, right? But back then, when I did that movie, the short little feature, 15 minutes, Dirty Friends, it's a comedy. It's not a porn. It's a comedy. For all of you guys out there thinking it's something else, it was a comedy, uh, 15-minute comedy about two guys and one girl, and they're both, and find out that they both dated the same girl, and they didn't know she was lying to them, but she dated both of them. And then they finally find out when they meet, when they come to the meeting at the park. I need to get that movie, by the way, so people can see it. I got to
Yeah, well, I
contact.
want to see it.
Yeah, I got to contact them. So um, that was different back then. It was much difficult to edit and to put stuff together with a VHS. Even though we used the high quality TDK cassettes and all that, HQ, but still, man, it was a pain in a butt. And then putting the audio, adjusting the audio, man, it was a painful process, man. Painful process of doing it. Now, it's so much easier. That's why Ridley Scott says there's no excuse. Get together with your buddies, your friends. You got your freaking phone camera that has a high quality 4K, 8K. Put those movies together, get the filters, use the Final Cut Pro, use the Sony Vegas or Adobe Premiere. There's no reason for you not to make a movie. Put it out there on the YouTube and voila. Very easy. And then one of the Hollywood producers will see it and they might give you an offer to make a movie, a professional movie. So you never know. But you got much easier access. And Sir Ridley Scott is right about that. You got a much easier and better access to get recognized than back in the days. You know, you don't have to do what Steven Spielberg did, trespassing into the Universal Studio lot. that's how he got as a filmmaker, though. You know, they let him in there and he became a filmmaker after that. You know, true story. It's true. So that's about it. I don't know. Is there anything else I can say about this first episode? And I think Brendan left. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. It's my very first episode, 1 hour and 15 minutes. I don't know. I'm just giving this a try. I'm letting you know what I think. I think it's great that we can do a podcast like this, and then we can also put it to Spotify, record, and put it out there to other different formats. It's my very first episode. Obviously, it was just me and a Brendan. Hopefully, I can get more of you guys, to come in and do this. But please remember, if you want me to do this, you have to let me know in advance. We have to set up a date, and I need to look at my schedule. That's like the only way I can do this, where everybody can come in at the same time and do this for 1 hour or 2 hour, because my schedule is busy as well. I'm glad that I was able to do this with Brendan for 1 hour and 15 minutes. But I think I'm gonna end it right here. I mean, Brendan's still here. Hold on. Oh yeah, he's here. Here, let me. Yeah, welcome back, Brendan.
Yeah, my internet was is being.
Yeah,
Yeah,
welcome
my
back. Now, I was just telling them, this is like my first episode. It's just me and Brendan. Which is kind of like trying it out to see how it goes. I think it went good, honestly.
I need to get you on that Restream. I think you'll
You
like
know,
that better.
yeah. Oh, your internet's going down. I can hear it. You're losing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
my
noticed that.
my bad internet. It's actually my laptop that's bad. My Wi-Fi here is not a 6, not even a 5.
Hmm.
It's a 4.
I see. I see. Well, we'll see, man. We can do this maybe again, but like I was telling earlier before you lost your internet and you came back, I was telling people that I think we need to set a date and a time. I also need to look at my schedule because, my schedule is very busy. It has to be a time and a date where we can do it, you know, um, so that we all can come in at the same time and talk, and do it for 1 hour or maybe hour and a half.
Yeah,
But we all gotta like be on the same page. We have to, get together, set up a date in order for this to work. You know what I mean? Because um, I know people are gonna see this and they say, "Oh, I didn't know." Well, I think we talked about it yesterday on the live stream, right? I think I made it clear to everybody that hey, we're doing this today.
yeah.
But anyway,
You know we were doing this. You just be. I'm not saying it. No, I'm not saying it.
yeah. So if people tell me, leave a comment, oh, I didn't know. Well, I don't know, how did you not know? Unless you haven't watched the previous live stream, you clearly would have known. But like I said, in the future, guys, if you want me to do this, if you want me to jump into this, you got to let me know when you can do it. When can we do it? Um, Maybe I
I'm
can
free
bring my
all the
own
time.
guests.
You
I know
know.
you're free. Maybe I can bring some of my own guests, some of my friends,
Yeah,
to talk about certain things. We'll see. But remember, if you guys want to join this, you got to let me know the time, the date, and also it has to be when I'm available, when my schedule is free, when my window of opportunity is free to do it. So everything kind of has to match together, guys. And we all got to be there at that time, at that meeting, to do this podcast, because that's like the only way it's going to work. uh, but Brandon is always here with me. He's like we're like a host and the right hand man, like a late night show.
yeah.
Kind of like that.
I
Kind of
feel
like
like
that.
that guy from what's in the corner of Brian's friend Anna Eddie.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like a sidekick. They call it a
Yeah,
sidekick, right? A sidekick. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
They all
love
have
that
sidekick.
show.
Yeah.
He's coming to
Yeah.
HBO Max. I just forgot. Oh, 10 cents bought the creators that made Back for Blood today.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Let's see what they're gonna create, right?
Yeah,
Maybe they're gonna utilize Unreal Engine 5. I think it's time. I want everybody to jump on the Unreal Engine 5, dude. After the Matrix,
yeah.
Unreal, I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
play
dude,
that today.
everybody. Imagine in the new, excuse me, Call of Duty with the Unreal Engine 5. Imagine the flight simulator with Unreal Engine 5, dude. It's gonna be mind blowing. I don't know. Is there anything else I can say? I want to say one more thing before I end this regarding the Oculus Quest and VR or Meta Quest 2. I think there's some benefits on the Quest. It's not just a gaming VR machine. Even though if that's all you want to do, you can game, plug it into your PC, play the games directly from the Quest. But there's a whole bunch of other things you can do on the Quest too that I think are pretty exciting. You can watch the movies with people, go to big screen. You can chat with people and do the whole VR thing sitting down with your avatars. You can do supernatural exercise, training. You can do that, which is pretty cool. Different aerobics, boxing, whatnot, stretching, right? Um, free motion. So there's a lot of benefit to this device, you know. But people ask me, why is it that it's so steadily available? Why is this device always available if it's so popular? Well, that's because people are not comfortable with using the real name. Okay. And that says a lot about the people if they don't want to use their real name. Because, well, I guess then you want to be a troll. I personally think it's kind of cool that we can be on a platform that uses people's real name and you know who is who. So that way you don't have to worry about the trolls. You don't have to worry about that hostility and that nonsense. I think that keeps it troll free, filtered from the trolls. Unlike the YouTube and other services where you got, people pretending to be my wife or whatever. So there's that. And I like that aspect of it. But I also understand that the Facebook, it's selling your information to a third party. But here's what you don't understand, guys. Everyone, it's selling your information to a third party. Your AT&T, your Verizon, your Microsoft, your Sony PlayStation, everybody is selling your information to a third party. Edward Snowden spoke about this candidly on Joe Rogan, and he made it clear and cut case. That's what has been going on for past 18 years. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if that's the reason you don't want to go to the Oculus Quest because you're afraid that someone's going to sell it to your third party, guess what, cousin? The only way that you can avoid your information being sold to a third party is if you live off the grid. Even your Xfinity, it's selling your information to a third party. Google, using a keystroke, everything you type is tracking it. Even with a VPN, private security, they're still tracking it. And they're selling your information to a third party. That's why you're getting these weird messages and these spam messages from these random weird ass people from God knows where. Okay. So if that's the reason you don't want to jump into the Oculus Quest, I think it's ridiculous. They're all doing it, guys. It's a new standard. Okay. This is the way it is. If you're not comfortable with that, well, then you need to get off Twitter, get off Facebook, get off Instagram. You need to get off the grid and shut off the internet. Like, you need to delete everything, shut off the internet, and live off the grid, brother and a sister. That's like the only way. You need to get rid of your phone. You don't need a phone. Break that thing, shut it down, whatever. Sell it. I don't care. Because they will sell your information to a third freaking party. They've been doing this for 18 years. I'm here just to tell you the truth. I'm not here to bullshit you like some other YouTubers out there or other podcasters. I'm just here to tell you the truth. I know how this works. I'm just letting you know. If that's the reason you don't want to jump into a Quest 2, then you're missing out. You're missing out on Resident Evil 4. You're missing out on all these cool things you can do with this device. You can plug it into the side quest and put some other cool things, free things. There's so much cool stuff you can do with the Quest. And it's pretty sad that people are not willing to enjoy that because they're afraid that their information will be sold to a third party when already you're being sold to a third party. I can pay $50 and find out everything about you. Who your daddy is, who your grandpa is, who your grandmother is, whom your grandmother was dating, whom your grandfather was screwing. I can find all that out for $50 anonymously. Okay, because it's sold out there to a third party. The only way it's not going to be sold is if you're off the grid. Like, you cannot have internet. If you can live without internet, if you can live off the grid, that is like the only way, dude. Like the only way. Like out there, somewhere out there, I don't know, on the homestead, off the grid, living in a barn, milking the cows, whatever, being a farmer. Like this, like the only way, bro. Off the grid. Other than that, your information, it's out there. It's out there. It's floating around. It's out there. Anyway, so that's all I want to say about Quest 2. I like it. I think Mampa's going to buy it, and I think you were thinking about maybe getting it,
Yeah,
Brendan, in the future.
probably the third one will come out next year.
Third one, yeah. But you've seen me play Flight Simulator on it, man. As a matter of fact, after I finish the stream, I'm gonna go to gym, work out, and when I come back, I'll be flying in VR, dude.
I am going to the
It's just
gym. I'm getting a boat out of the water.
yeah. Well, that's a workout as well.
Only in Florida. Oh, I shouldn't have said
Only
that.
Florida. Watch out for them gators, man. They're out there,
There's a
man.
gator here.
Yeah, they're out there, bro. Got to keep an eye. Those suckers are underwater and they're just waiting, and they can see you from below. They can see your reflection coming down. They can sense you. So just be careful, man. All it
Yeah.
takes one bite. They grab you, pull you down in the water, and they drown you. And then they eat you later,
Yeah.
piece by piece. Yeah, man. They're predators, man. They're T-Rexes out there, bro. Be careful. You're in the Central Florida, bro. You're in the capital. Listen to me, Brendan. You are in a capital of gators and American crocodiles. Capital, Orlando. It's a capital mecca of gators, bro.
I'm a top of that. I'm on the top of it. 2 hours away.
Yeah, dude. They're especially kissing me, That's they're like everywhere, dude. So yeah, man, I enjoyed this 1 hour and 27 minutes. It was you know, uh, I would say a pretty good podcast for the 1 hour 27 minutes.
Yeah.
We covered a lot of stuff. Is there anything else you want to say? Let people know where they can find you and stuff like that. I don't.
The Fans Are Gamers on Twitch, Fans Are Gamers on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I'm probably not gonna do because it's stupid. Facebook, I have Fans Are Gamers, and a website's coming on, and Stadia USA is my other one. I'm still doing that one. That's it. You find me
That's
on
great.
here.
So that's great. Fans are gamers. We're usually going to find them. Fans are gamers. That's Brendan, and the Stadia
Yeah,
USA, obviously. Yeah.
my OG.
Well, listen. Yeah, Brandon, man, thank you for this, man. I enjoyed it, man. I love this conversation we had. We'll do this again
Yep.
sometime.
We
This
gotta
was
put you on
great.
our show. You got to come on
Yeah,
our show.
I got to come back to your show, and then we got to do the vice versa, and we'll do that for sure. We'll do it. Absolutely, man. We'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you, my ex-wife, for being here. I got to get in touch with you, see what's up with you. Maybe you want to get back together. Thank you, Black Coder, for being here. Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure, man. And I'll see you soon. Be good. Stay well. Stay blessed. And adios, motherfuckers. See ya.